You could do it on this side, you know, so heated seats for both sides there. So here's why you should get a Subaru WRX, a 2023 Subaru WRX over the Honda Civic Type R and over the Acura Integra Type S. Now, don't go crazy, don't sign off. I'm gonna give you some valid reasons and I think you're gonna enjoy this. So let's get into this one. All right, so let me get straight into it. Here's some of the features on the 2023 Subaru WRX that makes it better in my opinion than the Type R and the Type S, right? Now the Type S is actually pretty close with some of these because, like, I'll show you right here. You see how you have Subaru written in there? I think with the Type S it has Acura and then it also has Integra embossed in here as well. But so that's pretty cool. But you see, like, we have the lights that swivel in the WRX. And another thing, right, so these stars is for a cluster of stars in our star system, and the word Subaru means unite, and that kind of tells you, that's what it translates to in English. You know, Subaru in Japanese, when you translate it to English, it means unite, and I figured that's kind of cool too. It's a concept that humans need to understand right now. And another thing, you have LED like headlights and fog lights, and you have LED daytime running lights as well, you know. So these are certain things that both the Type R and the Type S, I don't believe that they have the fog lights, and at night it works really well. It lights up everything. So here's where obviously the Type R, both the Type R and the Type S are winning, is that they're better looking. Like, obviously, like, this is not like the you know, the beauty queen from high school or college or whatever. You know, this is the one with all the character that was not the beauty queen, but, you know, everything else is perfect, right? So here's some other things that I believe makes the WRX a better buy. You got a sunroof. You don't get that on the Type R or the Type S, I believe. All right. And you have, I'll show you one thing that I did not see in either car that I believe makes this a much better buy. Actually, first, let's even get into the interior. You have a huge navigation screen. You got like a bunch of information inside there. And I'll show you right here. With the WRX, something that the Type R doesn't do is that I can change I could see my boost here. I could change that infotainment. I could change the information here, and then shows you, like, let me see, actually, yeah, so here it would show me my tire pressures and stuff. I'm thinking since I haven't driven yet, it's not showing up yet, but normally it would show what the tire pressures are. You can, you know, heated seats there. You could do it on this side, you know, so heated seats for both sides there. Like, let me take them off and then take this one off now. So there's just so much, there's so many different things that you get with this versus both the other cars, right? You have, like, you know, a bunch of different apps, like, you know, pretty responsive screen, like lots of different things that you can do. You got the Subaru Starlink. You've got like your SOS button there, and, you know, and even the lights inside here. Oh, sorry, that's what so yeah, sunroof. You can lift it up and bring it back down. You can, you know, be open to the elements like that. I think that makes it pretty cool. All right, close the sunroof back. And then you have these bright lights on the inside here, which I actually really like. With this one, we get the short throw shifter. And then one of the most impressive things about this vehicle is the Harman Kardon sound system. Man, so I think, okay, the Acura Integra Type S, I was in it, and that one sounded amazing. It had like a wonderful sound to it. But man, oh man, the sound system in this just was like, I don't know, man. Like, I can't play you something to really let you hear it, but it is amazing. Like, it was one of the best sound systems that I ever heard, you know? And then the actual, okay, so here's the thing that a lot of people are gonna realize later on, right? The Subaru, actually no, so the Acura Integra Type S, it has better seats if you're like a wider person. They're very similar to this, but they're not as comfortable as the Subaru WRX seats. Like, for some reason, the Acura Integra Type S seats are like really firm. Like, this portion here is really firm and hard, and like the suspension may be softer than the Type R, but the Type R seats are actually way more comfortable when you sit in it. And then I feel like when you sit inside the WRX, the seats are way more comfortable, especially if you plan on going like on a long trip. If you plan on going on a long trip, I would say the WRX is better. Another thing that's better with the WRX to me is the gas mileage. Like, I think it has a better tank, and I think it has a bigger tank, and it may not be the like, you know, because obviously I drive it hard. So both the Acura Integra Type S and the Type R are both 2.0s. This is a 2.4, and it has, you know, it has decent gas mileage for what it is, but the range is so much bigger. So if you want to take a long road trip and you don't want to fill up as much, take the WRX. It has a much longer range. I was able to get like 420 miles in range one time. So that was pretty amazing with this, and that was at 23 miles per gallon, right? So it's, you know, it has a lot of little things that it does so well, right? Another thing that I'm going to show you that I think it outclasses both the Type S and the Type R is when it comes to tuning. There's Cobb access port where you can basically just plug and play, upload your tune, and it's fast, it's easy, and you don't run into many issues with it at all. Like, it's an amazing like setup, right? Another thing I'll show you right now is that with the Type R and with the Type S, you have a prop rod, right? With this, no such thing. We have hood struts, all right? We got hood struts here, and then even though I like underneath the hood of the Type R and even as well as the Type S, I feel like I like the way it is underneath here a little bit better. Just, you know, a little bit smoother. But I would say this, as far as doing physical modifications, I feel when it's time to do physical modifications, I feel like the Type R and the Type S will be a lot easier because of where the turbo is mounted versus here. But with us, if we want to swap out like the intercooler, it's a lot easier to do the intercooler. So it's kind of pick and choose. And this is easy to do the intake as well. If you want to swap out the intake, you know, it's pretty easy. But the stock intake is pretty good. But yeah, you do get the hood struts in the Type R. I mean, no, sorry, in the WR, you do get the hood struts with the WRX and the Type R. And I also believe in the Type S, you get like a prop rod. You get a nice, awesome hood scoop here in the WRX that you don't get, you know, with the Type R and the Type S. I think that, you know, they have hood vents. But here's the two things that I actually really love about the WRX that I don't like on the Type R. So this is something that really annoys me with the Type R. Yeah, so like I was saying, so this is something that really annoys me with the Type R. With the Type R, they have the windshield wiper, the fluid and everything is on here, and it does not do a good job whenever there's stuff on it. It's like you'll hit it and it's like throwing water like all the way out there versus actually hitting the windshield, right? And oh, another thing too, look at these lights. I love these lights in the back here. It's pretty awesome. And symmetrical all-wheel drive, one of the best all-wheel drive systems. And the exhaust sounds better. All right, I think, yeah, I'll put in a little clip so you guys can hear the exhaust. But yeah, the thing that I prefer with the WRX is this. Look at that. You know, right on the windscreen, it works perfectly. It's not like that with the Type S or the Type R. So those are some things that make me like the WRX a little bit better. And I think if you're looking at potential because of its all-wheel drive system, if you're looking to tune and build this car, you can get a lot more out of it versus the Type R and the Type S. But you can also go crazy with those cars as well. And then another reason too, like, I think why some people would prefer the Type R and the Type S, not just because it looks better, but you can make those cars really fast, because if you're talking stock for stock, the Type R and the Type S will blow the WRX out of the box easily. But once you tune this thing, like, they pick up power really quick and really easily. And then with the all-wheel drive, you get traction everywhere. There's a bunch of these in the 10s already. I don't know, you know, how many Type Rs and Type S are running 10s in a quarter mile. But before we go on, I want to shout out to the whole MOC. I want to shout out Q the Chaotic, 100 Gang Nate, Blueprint 1 Lee, and of course ourselves. Like, they're all getting like really awesome cars, so stay tuned to all of our channels. We got a bunch of amazing things happening, and I don't know, man, I feel like this movement that we have going on here is just going to get bigger and bigger, and I'm so grateful for all you guys supporting us. We're getting close to 4,000 subscribers, and that's so amazing to me, and I'm so grateful and thankful for all of you, you know, following and staying with the channel. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Now, like, I think I have become kind of like a fanboy for Subaru, just because of the community and the driving experience and the potential of it. But don't take that as me hating on the Type R or the Type S, because I actually genuinely enjoy and love those cars as well. And if I could have it my way, I would have the WRX, I would have the Type R, the Type S, I would have the Golf R, I'd have the GR Corolla. Oh man, I'd love to have that car. I'd have all of them, because they're all amazing cars, so you can't go wrong with any of them. So hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and with that, race car friends out.